Hey guys, welcome to. You know what? Let's just get right into it. No need to get technical. You're already used to me by now. Fifth episode. Today we're gonna do sort of a follow up on the first episode where we talked about how to find somebody or attract someone of the opposite sex or whatever sex you're into. We don't judge here. But today we're gonna talk about the rules of the first date. After you found that sucker to go out with you, how do you keep it going? How do you get from the street to the altar or the bedroom, wherever you want to go with it? All right, so today we have my two guests, Diamond and Andrea.
I'm Andrea.
Yeah. Oh, well, I pointed to both of you.
Yeah,
Anyways, all right, so we're going to talk about, we're all going to give our opinions of the rules of the first date. So who wants to start?
Diamond.
Okay, you can start. Give us your opinion, guys and girls. Who you want to start off with?
Guys.
All right, so what you got for us?
Okay, I think on the first date, a guy should pay a female compliment, let her know she looks nice. That's always a to go. When y'all start talking and getting personal, Terrence.
Yes.
No exes. No talking about sex at all. Don't get personal, because when you get personal, yeah, it kind of turns the female off. And a female shouldn't talk about sex either, because it may seem like to a guy you're a way that you're really not.
What do you mean by personal? You mean like
personal, like how many guys you've been with?
Oh. Okay.
And stuff like that. Or are you a freak, which is guys' number one favorite thing to ask. Don't know why. But
you quiet, but I know you freaky, girl.
It's the worst. Don't ask those type of questions. And like I said, for a girl, she shouldn't act the same way, because she may come off a way that she really isn't. So that's pretty much.
So
yeah.
That's for guys and girls, or
both.
Say anything else for okay.
And guys shouldn't brag about their money, how many cars they have when they know they're lying.
Still can't pay my bills. Can't pay my telephone bills.
Oh, your turn. Since
Okay,
you want to
girls.
sing.
I said for girls, they shouldn't have huge expectations on the first date. I don't think they should assume that the date's gonna go some way. I mean, everybody wants the date to go well, which is nothing's wrong with that. But don't create your own movie. Don't have each scene played out, and because if it doesn't go that way, you're gonna be mad, and you're gonna be mad for no reason because you had huge expectations that didn't really need to be set. So that's my thing. Just don't have any huge expectation about the date.
And for the guys.
For guys too, don't expect to get laid, even because that is a huge expectation. And I as Terrence told me before, some guys do have their own movies, I guess. I had never seen it, but for anybody, just don't expect a person to be some way. It's the first date, so you can't really expect them to be some way if you hardly know them. So that's my thing, just no huge expectations.
Okay, I guess it's my turn now. Let's see what we got. I gotta consult the cheat sheet because, I don't know. Alright, let's see.
Don't say stuff like that, too. That would not help you.
Yeah, don't have anything written on your arm. Alright, well, the compliments for guys, look, don't overdo it. Don't give her a compliment every 5 seconds. Keep it cool and relaxed. You don't want her to think, you don't want it being awkward.
I have something. Guys, never say, oh, thank you so much for going out on a date with me.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Never say thank you.
You want to seem desperate. You don't want to seem like she's this.
That is
thing
charity.
That you have to earn. Yeah, exactly.
It's not a charity.
Right.
So.
Let's see what. Yeah, she didn't like you. She wouldn't have been with you in the first place. No need to thank her. Remember, you're the one that's she likes you too. So she should be thanking you too. If anything, it should be mutual. What was that about?
I don't know. It's just
let's see.
Don't do stuff like that, because he will think you're crazy.
Yeah, alright, let's see. Oh yeah, make sure you have a clean house before you leave your apartment, guys, because if you want to bring her back to your place, you don't want your place being gross. And the same thing with girls too, because some girls have messy rooms, and some guys have clean rooms. I mean, compare this scenery to my. No, stop. Let's see. Don't.
Wait, what was that thing about?
See, now you're laughing. See,
wait, what was that thing about?
What
was that thing about, guys?
The clean room thing. Oh yeah. You can watch it over. It's recorded, remember?
I've heard that.
Don't brag about money, she said. Well, I mean, at the same time, you want to make sure she knows you have some kind of financial stability, so.
Okay, I'm sorry. Don't brag about money, because obviously, if you're paying for the date, I know you're paying for the date. Because some girls really, me personally, I don't care about money. So when a guy brags about money, it's
don't brag about it, but
that doesn't mean anything to me.
And that's another thing about paying for the date.
But don't
Another
ask
reason
me.
why you don't brag about your money because you never want a girl to know what you really have.
That's true.
Never.
But don't look like a bum either. That's all I'm saying.
Like this, like I agree with both.
There's middle
Don't
grounds.
brag about your money, and don't like ask a girl out on a date, and then when y'all get to the theater or whatever, be like, "Where's your money for your ticket?"
My
No,
thing is, wait,
about
you know,
that, females, when a guy is taking you out on a date, you always supposed
You always
to
bring
have
money.
your own money.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
always make sure I have, unless it's a
God-
boyfriend.
I mean, guys, be prepared to pay, but at the same time, when you ask this girl out, you don't want it to sound like, you know, I wouldn't ask her like, you know, can I take you out? It should be like, you know, you want to go somewhere with me, you know, something like that.
What do
Where
you
it
mean,
sounds
go
like mutual, like, you know, you wanna, I'm going to this place. Hey, you wanna tag along? Don't make it sound like a date. Just make it sound like, you know, you're gonna hang out and she wants to come with. And I think that's better. That way she doesn't feel like that she's this prize to be earned or something. You know, it feels more comfortable. Let's see what else for girls. Oh no, wait. Oh yeah, don't check other girls out. That's another thing that's
For
on the-
girls?
No, for guys.
Oh.
Don't check other girls out. I mean, that's
It's okay to look.
self-explanatory.
It's okay to look. Because a guy is gonna look regardless of what
But
you
don't
do.
be
It's natural.
upfront
Just like
about
just like if you, no, because if you see a hot guy walking in the store, you're gonna look and then you're gonna turn back to
But you
your
know
Yeah,
what?
that-
And
that's
I wouldn't
okay.
like that either.
No,
I
But
wouldn't
don't
like
stare
it.
the girl down
Yeah.
while you having a date. That is just so
Because at the end-
Well, don't even
disrespectful.
say anything. Like, you
That's
can
what me,
look,
I
but
throw
you
something
Yeah.
in your face.
At the end of the day, the eyes wander. We're just wired that way to look. If something appealing comes towards
You
you,
can
you're
always
gonna
try
look.
not to. Like.
No, but there's nothing wrong with going, like to look, but don't like
Okay.
glance and like get this daisy dewy eye and just be like following the person like to the other side of the room. You can
Yeah,
look.
not
If you like it,
necessarily.
when the girl or the guy goes away, get their number, then come back to the date. That's how you do it.
All right, let's see. For girls, all right, she already said about the expectations. Don't talk a lot about your ex. That goes for guys too.
That's my fault.
Or how
I
many
talk about my
people
ex a
you've
lot
been
on
with.
every date.
Oh yeah, how many
It's
people
so
you've
bad.
been with? I mean, yeah, you don't need to express that. Oh, what
It's
do
too
you
much
think about?
information for the first
What do
date.
you think
Like,
about the kids, the
But it
kids thing?
happens.
Should you bring up how many? Like, do you have kids?
I
or-
think
No,
you
you
should.
should.
I
Bring
think
up,
you should.
You
I
should
think
bring
so,
up
too.
that you have kids off the simple fact because
Co-
you're sitting up here, you're
But you
having
know
this
what?
date or whatever case is, that the guy really likes you.
I think in the same
then-
token,
On the when y'all talk again, be like, oh, you have kids, and they be like, well, damn, I didn't know she have kids. That's not something
that's
I'm
not-
into. So it's always good to make sure you bring
That's
that
true.
The
up.
reason, sorry, but the reason you gotta bring up kids and not like opposed to who your ex was or how many guys you've been, because your kids are gonna be in your life.
No matter what.
They're gonna like once the person gets with you, you're gonna end up being in a relationship, and the kids are gonna be part of that. But how many guys she's been, or the guys she's been with, is not gonna be in a relationship, so they don't matter.
I agree.
But the kids are.
One thing about
so.
the kids on the guys' end, you should sort of ask. Don't be, you know, upfront about it, like how many kids you got, but sort of bring it into the conversation, because if she doesn't tell you and you find out later, you can't blame her for hiding it from you. You really can't, because
No, but if the
she's not
female-
I think,
obligated.
I think out of respect, they should.
If a female
It's
hides
not a
it from
hide
Like
to
she shouldn't say.
thing.
She shouldn't say. Oh, I have 3 kids, but she's like, oh yeah. Like if they're talking about anything,
You
she's
should-
like, oh, I
okay.
was with my son.
when
the
you
other day.
have your first date, you always should ask that person about this situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like
saying.
what they
Don't
looking
ask
for.
Because if
No.
something comes out of nowhere and something springs up, then you can't really blame them for hiding it. They have to tell you. It's your job to ask. Let's see. Don't talk about sex.
Oh, it's been
I
8
think
minutes. Too.
It's okay. We can go over a little bit because you know it's not going to be like a half hour. Let's see. Don't talk about sex, especially for girls. You don't want him thinking that you're easy because he will sleep with you, but you're not gonna. Don't give it up too easy because then he's not gonna respect you. He's gonna think you're just, you know, a tool.
That's unless you got a mind state and that you just want to hit it and quit it.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. But
It's
then-
like the thing with sex is that like any girl could get a guy to have sex with her. Any guy, well, it's hard for guys to get girls to have sex with them.
Yeah.
But any girl can have a guy to have sex with them. That's nothing. That has nothing to do with if you're pretty or not. But not any girl could get a guy to have a relationship with her. So that's why you shouldn't talk about sex on the first date if you're looking for a relationship.
Now with a guy,
But you know what? That works both ways because you can't talk about sex in a relationship. And
On
then
the
the
first
guy
date?
and the guys really like you and end up still wanting to be with you.
I mean, some guys,
You'd
but
be surprised how much it happens.
I think I mean, don't be too prudish, I guess. But at the
No,
same time,
no, sorry though.
yeah, I mean, don't be too prudish, but at the same time, I mean, don't talk about like all the stuff you've done and all the stuff that you're
No.
willing to do and stuff like that. Now with a guy, it might be different because I feel like girls expect guys to be sexual to a certain extent. So
yeah.
you'll just be blowing the expectation if you sit there and don't talk about sex at all.
Personally, for me, on the first day, I'll talk about anything. Like,
Yeah. I mean, bring it
But
up.
I'm not gonna be a pervert and say I like did every single thing in the book. But at the same time,
or even talk about stuff you want to do. I mean, that's just.
But at the same time, it's like I don't mind talking about it. It depends on the person. Like once you get the vibe, you'll see.
But I think what about giving it up on the first day? Like
That's
like,
up to you.
That's anybody's choice. I don't. To some people, having sex on the first date makes somebody look cheap, but to some people it's whatever. There's nothing wrong with having sex on the first date.
It's not
physical,
because you could be physically
but a guy might
and sexually
look at a girl differently if she waits.
I don't think so.
And
a girl can look at a guy differently, like, wow. Because there's like this double standard, like, oh, I'm having sex with this girl, so she a hoe. But at the same time, I'm having sex with this guy, he might be dirty. How many girls did he do this with? So it's not even about having sex on the first date. It's about what's their mindset. Because if I have sex with you on the first date and I want a relationship, you probably having sex with me on the first date thinking this is just sex on the first date. So you just gotta make sure.
Or you gotta make sure
that
relationship as well.
Yeah, some people have one night stands and they end up in relationships.
But if look, all in all,
Knocked Up is a good example.
But all in all, try to make it about more than just sex. Try to talk about things.
If you want a relationship.
Yeah, if you just want sex.
If you just want sex, and by all means.
It was just about a relationship. Try to keep it. All right, what else do we have? Oh, go with the flow. I don't know what you were thinking.
Oh, that was for girls. Go with the flow. Like, if something doesn't pan out, I think this goes into my high expectation things. But say like, walking in the city and then it starts to rain. Don't like go crazy. Like, oh my God, this like don't complain. Like, just go with it. Like, if it starts to rain, don't like get pissed off and like say, oh my God, this day sucks because of the rain. Just like go with it. Like, just be like, oh, I don't want to get wet. So I know girls who have like been outside,
to cuddle under
who have their hair done, and it's like, oh my God, it's raining. No, we gotta go a date another time.
That's why you have to be prepared.
It's like a romantic.
Exactly.
Yeah, but not for every. No, because you know girls out here who be like, I'm not going in the rain because my hair can't get wet, my shoes can't get wet, so we gotta go. No.
I don't know how a girl like that got a date in the first place, but that's.
Because most of them already, well, not most of them, but guys like the way a girl looks.
So is there anything else we would like to say about this, or are we pretty much done here?
Is there another topic to talk about?
Oh.
I don't think we focus on guys enough. We talked a lot about girls.
I don't know if that's true, but okay. What else do you have to say?
I don't know.
We're gonna have to split this up into two parts, though.
I have no idea.
But
let's see, guys.
Anything?
Oh. Damn, I just had it. I don't know how to explain it.
Just sound it out.
We already talked about guys and like don't bring up your past relationships and stuff.
Right. Right.
Oh, guys who are fake thugs. Lordy. You should know about that because Mr. Success.
Thugs.
Ay, Diablo. Wilding for success.
If we sitting up here talking about we on the first day, whatever, I don't need to know that you just got into a fight yesterday or somebody done stole your weed and now it's like a whole big thing. Nobody cares about all of that. That is really, really unnecessary. And going around kicking cats is not you being a thug either.
Who said they go around kicking cats?
Success.
These just rare cases. Where do you find these guys?
When he told you he be kicking cats?
You told me that too. He gangster. He be kicking cats.
I said that.
Yes, you did.
I was serious. I thought he was a gangster.
Maybe you're just joking.
I think I was joking.
I'm just wondering where you find somebody like that.
He was coming out cars in the corner.
Right.
Oh, another thing. You always supposed to say what is it that you're looking for. Like if you're looking for to be serious or just a date or just
but I think that should be even
a friend with benefits.
That should be even before the first date.
That shouldn't even be that.
No, it could be on the first date.
No, because like to me,
because by then
it could be like a guy comes to hey Andrea, would you like to go out with me? And you say yeah.
No, I'd be like for what? I'd be like that. I'd be like for
what?
Well,
not all girls would be, but at the same time, it should just be something it's clear from the beginning. I think go out implies something more than this. Yeah.
And no baby mama drama. Nobody wants to hear it.
Or
no
baby papa.
Maybe sometimes like you have a crazy ex, you should bring that up. Like you should.
Yeah, you really should.
No, yeah, definitely. Because like be like, yo, she crazy.